Earlier in one of my videos, I had mentioned the three things needed for greatness, which the number one is God, secondly is a military mindset, and thirdly is emotional independence. Today I want to expatiate on each of these three. First is God. The first you need to know about God is what it means to fear Him. You fear God, meaning that in the face of any challenge or any battle, you are going to stand and fear Him and give yourself to Him than to fear the challenge and give yourself to the challenge. Now, you fear God, you obey Him in the face of persecution. You know Him, meaning that you know all the do's and don'ts, and then you obey them. Now, there are three stages of persecution in this level. One, you know God, you refuse to do these things He doesn't want you to do. That means you have passed the first stage of this persecution. Secondly, you know God, and then you now have to stand and refuse to join those that are participating in one evil act or the other. For instance, you work in an organization and all of the employees have decided to lie so they can corner a certain amount of money into their pocket. And then you have to stand firm in faith, in righteousness, and they refuse to lie. That is the second stage. Now, the third stage is this. The third stage of this persecution is you exposing the truth. Now, exposing the truth. This is where the greatest challenge comes from. In this phase, the persecution tends to rise high because at this time, you refuse to do it yourself. You refuse to join those doing it. And then you decide to come out and tell the truth. Now, a lot of people pass through the first and second stage successfully. But when it comes to the third stage, they fail. And that is the struggle of the body of Christ currently. The body of Christ are struggling because they are not able to come out and tell the truth. They are able not to do it. Some are not even able not to do it. They do it. But the few who are still standing and their candlelight is still shining, some of them have passed through the first and second stage, but are struggling with the third stage. The first and second stage has to do with you not doing it and not joining those doing it. But at the second stage, there is a challenge, but they're not as tough as the third stage. The second stage, you have to face the challenge of people hating you. They start hating you, biting you, stabbing you at the back because you are a threat to their lifestyle. That thing that they do that you do not do, they see you as a threat because you are not like them. You do not join them. But then, that is not even that tough. The toughest stage is when you come out to speak. Yes. Now, a lot of people try to do away, try to run away, they try to shy away, they try to shy away from the second stage. They try to hide from the second stage because even the second stage is not that easy. You're already in an oven. So, it is very difficult for people to summon courage and come out from the second stage to the third stage, which is coming out to speak. I'm still struggling on this stage. But then, it's not because I don't want to speak or I don't have the platform to speak. Probably because I just want to make sure that I build some certain things necessary for me before I start speaking out. A lot of people, pastors, great men of God I will look up to, are also struggling on this stage. Yes. So, one thing I need you to know is, in order to grow the righteous way and really be that great, you need to, first of all, fear God, know Him, obey Him. And then the second stage is you have to develop a military mindset. What is a military mindset? In my own definition, a military mindset is simply a determined person to stand ruggedly for what they believe in, ruggedly for what they stand for, ruggedly for what they go for. So, what does ruggedity mean in this aspect? It doesn't mean negativity in this aspect. It means you are bent to do it because you stand for it and you go for it and you believe it. Now, military mindset is fierceness, meaning that you're not ready to back down. You're not ready to retreat. You're not ready to surrender in the battleground. Now, developing a military mindset simply means that you now believe and you understand and you are aware that life is a battle and then you have to stand and face the battle. Now, when you develop this military mindset, it will help you to cross the third stage of persecution. Now, the third stage of persecution is coming out to speak. Only one who is able to build this military mindset is able to come out and speak. Now, the third thing that you need for greatness is emotional independence. Somebody will say, once you develop military mindset, it is enough. No, you need emotional independence because even in the military, your squad can turn against you. Even if you're a commander, your squad can turn against you. If you're part of the squad, even your commander can turn against you. Yes, people change, situations change, circumstances change. Things come from left, right, and center. So, you make sure that as you go, you are emotionally independent. Because in the battleground, you do not just shoot at people wearing different uniform, or people carrying different skin color, or people carrying a defined initial mission you know. In the battleground, you turn to shoot at anyone that points against you. Because when the battle gets heat, when the thing is hot, when the environment is hot, even your squad can decide to turn and point the gun at you. Yes. So in the battleground, you don't wait for explanation. Whoever points at you, point at him. Now, that is all you need. You are not rugged for Satan. You are not evil. You are not wicked. But you have to put on the whole armor of God, the helmet of salvation, the breastplate of righteousness. Guard your loins with truth. Put on the whole armor of God. You need it in this life. You need it. Yes, Jesus came and He died as a lamb. he died, even though he's the lion, doesn't mean that you have to die an unworthy death. If there must be a death, it must be worthy death. So, you must lay down your life for Jesus. You must put it down for him. That whatsoever happens, you are determined. You are determined. You cross your heart. You cross your heart. You are determined to stand for the truth. God is truth. So in order to succeed in this life, you need these three things. You need God, military mindset, emotional independence. Because when your squad turn against you, you begin to feel betrayed. So you start asking for explanation. That feeling of betrayal will not be there once you become emotionally independent. Yeah, even though it is truly betrayal, but you will not allow it to enter you because you have grown past it. Your blood will betray you. Father will betray son. Son will betray father. Siblings will rise against each other. Tribulation in the church. Tribulation in the society. Friend will backstab you. So as you go in life, you need to be emotionally independent. Now, what is it that shows that you are truly emotionally independent? The first thing is this. You do not always try to speak out, expressing your anger over a situation that involves people in order to hear somebody's judgment to feel relieved. No, you don't need that. When you are emotionally independent, you don't need to say it out and hear people's opinion in order to feel relieved. It means that you already know the truth and you handle it yourself and you don't need anybody to tell you. When you're emotionally independent, you build courage and confidence when you're stepping out of the house. You don't need anybody to tell you, hey, you can do it. Because those who will tell you you can do it will still be the ones to tell you they have made you. So I tell you today that you need to go out there, know yourself, build yourself. You don't need those emotions. Emotions are feelings and they destroy. Yes, once in a while you need an advisor. Once in a while you need a coach, you need guide. But you do not always have to return back. Learn to stand on your feet. Develop from the ones you have gotten so far. And you don't need to remain dependent on these people because people change as the battle gets hot.